What's happening, family? Dr. Joe here. Hope each of you are well and blessed. This will be a fun one because I'm talking about my first client. And yes, my first client is my amazing wife, Lynette. Salute to her. Now, a lot of people who know Lynette, follow Lynette, think that Lynette has always been fit and healthy in terms of her working out, and she wasn't. Lynette was my first client, y'all. Yes, when I went through my transformation, losing more than 130 pounds, she was right there by my side. I was practicing doing all kind of things. You can see in the before and after how much it worked. She's amazing. She's a beautiful woman outside and in, but I wanted to take this particular video to point out some things that I think you can glean from and just bring some knowledge to you so you can understand. One of the major things that people always compliment Lynette on are her arms and her shoulders, all right? And they look great. They look amazing. And a lot of times when people ask her, they say, hey, what is your workout regimen to tone your arms? A major mistake that people make in life is they feel that when you're trying to tone, that if I want a toned look, that I have to work out in a certain way. And yes, working out does have a lot to do with it. But the tonation of your muscles or your musculature or people being able to see your muscle definition is more so about fat loss. A lot of people have great physiques and great muscle bellies and great shape. Your shape is amazing, but you can't see it because you have too much body fat. So the leaner Lynette becomes and the leaner she got and the more weight she lost by living an appropriate and proper life, the more her arms had a toned look. Yes, she was working out. Yes, she was training. Yes, she was doing resistance training, all those things. But the first thing I want you to understand that we can learn from this case is that toning is just as much, if not more so, about losing body fat than it is how you're lifting and how you're training. Keep that in mind. Yes, the training, the lifting is important, but it's very, very important that you understand you will not look toned if your body fat percentage is not coming down. Because when your body fat percentage comes down, you are exposing your muscles in order to have that toned look. I want you to keep that in mind. The second thing I want you to understand is the body you see in my amazing, lovely wife is not an Ozempic body. Number one, this picture was back in 2016. This was the year we got married. This was the year our oldest firstborn child was conceived. Okay. Now, when you look at Lynette, when you look at her shoulders, you look at her muscles, you look at how she's shaped, a lot of that is genetic. We thank God for her mother. Shout out to Lola. We thank God for her father. Shout out to Papa Mitchell. May he rest in peace. Yes, genes have a lot to do with it, but what I want you to understand is that is not an Ozempic body. Ozempic is going to help you to lose weight because it's going to cause you to have an aversion of eating and to eating. You're not going to want to eat when you're on Ozempic, Wegovy, other GLP-1, semaglutide, things of that nature, this weight loss craze. You're not going to want to eat. So basically, people are starving themselves into a certain look. And that's why it creates wasting and a lot of muscle atrophy. So you're losing just as much body fat as you're losing muscle, which what happens is when you're on those shots, you become a smaller version of what you were. All right. The body that you see in Lynette is one that is built in the kitchen, in the gym, and through consistency. I want you to keep that in mind. All right. All right. Thirdly, a lot of people say, well, what you're teaching is crash dieting. No, it's not. Crash dieting is when a person is eating less than 800 calories a day. Lynette in this picture was probably 138 to 140 pounds. She's 5'3". She was eating anywhere from 13 to 1,500 calories a day. She was consuming about 100 grams of protein per day, which is about 400 calories. All right, spot on. She was eating proteins, carbs, and fats in an appropriate manner, in an appropriate way, and she was consistent day in and day out. Now, the best part of this is all natural. No shots, no caffeine, no stimulants, none of that. Now, I'm not saying that all of us look the same. I'm not saying that all of us have the same genetic pool, but what I am saying is this. All of us will be a better version of ourselves physically when you have a smaller degree of body fat, when you are at a healthy body mass index. There are many of you walking around right here, you are tens and don't even realize it because you're carrying too much body fat. You're existing within a realm of comfort. This is why losing weight and transforming oneself is more about spiritual understanding than anything else. When you relieve and eliminate the comfort in your life, you remove the obstacles to allow you to live the life that you want to be. So shout out to Lynette, my amazing wife. She's an amazing woman, amazing person, amazing mother. And she knows how to get it done. She's helped me tremendously, but she was my first client. What a great first client. And here we are almost 50,000 clients later. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Lynette. You can follow her at Operation Sexy Body. We'll tag her in on this. Sexy with an I, Operation Sexy Body. She's got great programs and content that's very positive, primarily for women. You'll be able to see her there. So salute to Lynette, my first client. She's not only our first client, but she is a butterfly as well. So next time, be well, be blessed, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.